The Treaty of Lausanne was a peace treaty signed in Lausanne, Switzerland on July 24, 1923. It officially ended the state of war that had existed between Turkey and the Allied British Empire, French Republic, Kingdom of Italy, Empire of Japan, Kingdom of Greece, Kingdom of Romania, and Serb-Croat-Slovene State since the onset of World War I. It was the result of a second attempt at peace after the failed Treaty of Sèvres, which was signed by all previous parties but later rejected by the Turkish national movement who fought against the previous terms and significant loss of Anatolian territory. The Treaty of Lausanne ended the conflict and defined the borders of the modern Turkish state except for its border with Iraq. In the treaty, Turkey gave up all claims to the remainder of the Ottoman Empire and in return the Allies recognized Turkish sovereignty within its new borders. The treaty was ratified by Turkey on August 23, 1923, Greece on August 25, 1923, Italy on March 12, 1924, Japan on May 15, 1924, Great Britain on July 16, 1924. The treaty came into force on August 6, 1924. When the instruments of ratification had been officially deposited in Paris. After the destruction of the Greek forces in Asia Minor and the expulsion of the Ottoman Sultan by the Turkish army under the command of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, the anchor-based government of the Turkish national movement rejected the Treaty of Sèvres previously signed by the Ottoman Empire. Negotiations were undertaken during the Conference of Lausanne, where Zmit İnönü was the chief negotiator for Turkey. Lord Curzon, the British Foreign Secretary of that time, was the chief negotiator for the Allies, while Eleftherios Venizelos negotiated on behalf of Greece. The negotiations took many months. On November 20, 1922, the peace conference was opened and after strenuous debate was interrupted by Turkish protest on February 4, 1923. After reopening on 23 April, and following more protests by the Turks and tense debates, the treaty was signed on 24 July as a result of 8 months of arduous negotiation. The Allied delegation included negotiators such as U.S. Admiral Mark L. Bristol, who served as the United States High Commissioner and championed Turkish efforts. The treaty was composed of 143 articles with major sections including Convention on the Turkish Straits Trade, Abolition of Capitulations, Agreements binding letters. The treaty provided for the independence of the Republic of Turkey but also for the protection of the Greek Orthodox Christian minority in Turkey and the Muslim minority in Greece. However, most of the Christian population of Turkey and the Turkish population of Greece had already been deported under the earlier convention concerning the exchange of Greek and Turkish populations signed by Greece and Turkey. Only the Greeks of Constantinople, Imbros and Tenedos were excluded, about 270,000 at that time, and the Muslim population of Western Thrace, about 129,120 in 1923. Article 14 of the treaty granted the islands of Goxida, Imbros, and Bozkata, Tenedos, special administrative organization, a right that was revoked by the Turkish government on February 17, 1926. Turkey also formally accepted the loss of Cyprus, which was leased to the British Empire following the Congress of Berlin in 1878, but de jure remained in Ottoman territory until World War I, as well as Egypt and Anglo-Egyptian Sudan, which were occupied by British forces with the pretext of putting down the Yerbi revolt and restoring order in 1882, but de jure remained Ottoman territories until World War I, to the British Empire, which had unilaterally annexed them on November 5, 1914. The fate of the province of Mosul was left to be determined through the League of Nations. Turkey also renounced all claims on the Dodecanese Islands, which Italy was obliged to return to Turkey according to Article 2 of the Treaty of Lausanne in 1912, also known as the First Treaty of Lausanne, 1912, as it was signed at the Château d'Alki in Lausanne, Switzerland, following the Italo-Turkish War. 1911 to 1912. The treaty delimited the boundaries of Greece, Bulgaria, and Turkey, formally ceded all Turkish claims on the Dodecanese Islands. Article 15, Cyprus. Article 20, Egypt and Sudan. Article 17, Syria and Iraq. Article 3, and, along with the Treaty of Ankara, settled the boundaries of the latter two nations. The territories to the south of Syria and Iraq on the Arabian Peninsula, which still remained under Turkish control when the Armistice of Mudros was signed on October 30, 1918, were not explicitly identified in the text of the treaty. However, the definition of Turkey's southern border in Article 3 also meant that Turkey officially ceded them. These territories included Yemen, Asra and parts of Hejaz like the city of Medina. They were held by Turkish forces until January 23, 1919. Turkey officially ceded Atakal Island in River Danube to Romania with Articles 25 and 26 of the Treaty of Lausanne, by formally recognizing the related provisions in the Treaty of Trianon of 1920. Turkey also renounced its privileges in Libya, which were defined by Article 10 of the Treaty of Auki in 1912. Per Article 22 of the Treaty of Lausanne in 1923. Agreements. Among many agreements, there was a separate agreement with the United States, the Chester Concession. The United States Senate refused to ratify the treaty, and consequently Turkey annulled the concession. Aftermath. The Treaty of Lausanne led to the international recognition of the sovereignty of the new Republic of Turkey as the successor state of the defunct Ottoman Empire. The Convention on the Turkish Straits lasted only 13 years and was replaced with the Montreux Convention regarding the regime of the Turkish Straits in 1936. The customs limitations in the treaty were shortly reworked. Hatay province remained a part of the French Mandate of Syria according to the Treaty of Lausanne, but in 1938 gained its independence as the Hatay state, which later joined Turkey after a referendum in 1939. Syria does not recognize the addition of Hatay province to Turkey and continues to show it as a part of Syria on its maps until the 2000s. Political amnesty was applied. 150 persone non grati of Turkey, descendants of the Ottoman dynasty, slowly acquired citizenship. The last one was in 1974.